Angel Reese was missing from tonight's game, and it showed. We got Ariel Atkins back. We had Haley back and in action, but we were missing Angel, and a lot of the things that she brings to the team, brings to the game, are the, the same reasons why we did not succeed in this game. The first half was solid. First half looked good. We were in it, competitive, even had a lead at points in the first half. And, man, something about those third quarters, they just come in and that we don't succeed in third quarters. So let's look at the numbers first before we talk any more about the game. So 86-65 ended up being a 20-point game again. After the second quarter, you thought maybe this will be a close game throughout the rest of the game. And it was not. Third quarter, we lost the third quarter 32-18. Lost the fourth quarter 26-13. Only 13 points in the fourth quarter when it mattered most. So as you can see, it was a pretty close game in the first half, but that second half we weren't even close, and you can understand why we lost this game. I still don't understand why they don't put this in like some sort of order. Is it by name? But anyway, our highest score today was Rachel Banham. She was 6 from 12, 3 for 6 from 3, so she was 50% all the way around. Hit 3 free throws, and what was the rest of her? 4 rebounds, all defensive, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. So she gave us 18 points. Miller gave us 12. And I want to say she had 8 at the half or 10 at the half. So that second half, she wasn't there for us in that second half. But she ended with 12, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. That's great. 5 assists. That's awesome. That's something a little different. Like to see that. 5 assists from Miller. She gave us 6 rebounds, no offensive rebounds. And she was 50% as well. Will was 3 for 11, 27%, 8 points. What is that? 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers. And I'm gonna stop right there. Both of them, they missed some bunnies today. And this is not a knock on them. They just missed some bunnies today. And this was a game I thought they would dominate with Brittany Griner being out. And who were their bigs? Bree Jones, she's a great player. But it was Bree Jones and who was the other big? Nas Hillman? It was not Nas. But Coffee. Coffee was in there for a while. But Miller and Will should have been able to dominate those matchups. If Bree Jones was on one, the other should have been able to go to work. And that's what I thought would have won the game. Like, if we had a chance of winning, would have been no Brittany Griner. So we would have been able to put up some points in the paint. And Miller gave us 50% on her attempts. But there were some easy shots. They looked really, really forced, some of her attempts off the pick and roll. And I don't know if that's just missing maybe the pass from the right person or missing, a pick and roll when Angel has the ball, or if that's just missing Angel having the ball, dumping it down to her. I'm not sure, but some of those rolls to the basket, it looked like she kind of just was throwing it up there. But I mean, she was 50%. Will, we got to do better than 27%. So especially if you're going to shoot 11 times, third highest attempts. So 27% is not going to cut it. Michaela gave us 25%. That's not going to cut it. With no rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and only 2 points. That is just not going to get the job done. I know she's somewhat coming back from an injury, but in a game like this, when we really needed you, 2 points, 2 turnovers, that you might as well not have been on the court. And I know you only played 15 minutes, but when you were out there, we needed a little bit more. AA is still coming back from injury as well. And I've always said this, if AA, and I'm talking about Ariel Atkins, is playing, we need her to have 15, on a good day, 20 attempts. And today she only had 8, and she was 50%, but it's only 8. And if we're going to win a game, it's going to be with her putting up way more attempts than 8 attempts. She missed all her 3-point attempts, gave us 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That's super solid, but also 4 turnovers. So that knocks down all those numbers. And she shot the ball 8 times and only had 8 points. Need a lot bit more from Ariel Atkins. Even if she would went 4 for 20, that's different to me. That still makes the defense. You got to make the defense work. You put up 20 shots And limited minutes, Beck Allen gave us 2 for 3, 1 3-pointer, 5 points, no turnovers, and a few rebounds. Uzun gave us 20 minutes. She was on the court for a while, 2 for 7. Missed both her 3-point attempts. She had only 4 points, a turnover, 3 assists. And I don't know, and there's Kia Nurse under her, and I don't know which one is a harder defense of player to watch. I don't know which one is harder on defense to watch. Uzun was getting torched, and that's a problem when you're dealing with Atlanta in general, is Atlanta's guards with Jordan Canada, who is fast as lightning, and Alicia Gray, who can score on anybody at any time. Your perimeter defense has to be intact. Anytime Kia or Uzun was on the court, it was just like, what does Shaq call it? Barbecue chicken? It was barbecue chicken out there. And that's something that we've struggled with all year long is perimeter defense. I think all of us fans have been just screaming that. And we went out and we had an opportunity to get a player, and this is the player that we grabbed. And unfortunately, perimeter defense is not a strong suit for her either. And so her being on the court puts us right back at that point where we're not making anything happen against the other guards. And that's what's tortured us all year long. Typically in games, Angel and Miller usually win their matchup against the other two bigs. If you look at it, they usually find a way to win their matchup no matter who they're matching up against, unless it's just like a game where this guy are completely just blown out and they don't even play the third quarter, something like that. But they usually win their matchup, and then it's up to the wing players and the guards. And without Ariel Atkins having an amazing game, we get cooked when it comes to guard play and the wings. And that happened again today. And Uzun, like I said, she came in. I do see moments where it's like, okay, she can handle the ball and not get so flustered like Haley. But it's just like you're giving up the same on defense as Haley. So you're, 4 points? But I watched you give up 15. It's not helping the team get closer to any wins. Kia Nurse was out there for 16 minutes, 50%, and gave you 2 points. Maddie got some run. She was 60%, 3 for 5. Seen her take some nice shots. I got a couple rebounds. What was that? Assist. She had 1 assist. So Maddie is still getting herself used to getting meaningful minutes in the W. It took 28 games for her to actually start getting some meaningful minutes. So I don't judge Maddie too hard on that. Again, it's great that she shot 60%. She put up some nice attempts. Haley barely got in the game, so there's nothing there for Haley. She played only 2 minutes, which is bizarre to me. I know we brung over Uzun, the guard. I know we brung her over, but that seems like that took away all of Haley's minutes and attempts. And right now, I don't know that we will have to win out probably to make it to the playoffs. I think you just have to roll with Haley and Maddie getting 25 minutes a game. I think it's time. It's time to roll with that. And I don't want to say you just shut Angel down, shut Miller down. But if Angel's not 100%, don't bring her back. But if she gets 100%, hey, you might have to start Maddie, Haley, Angel, Camilla, and Double A. Just go young. And it's about Maddie and Haley seeing if they can handle this. That might be what the rest of the season's about. Let Angel and Miller they're still only second-year players, so let them go get their 30 minutes a game, whatever it is, and maybe just run with the young guns and see what it is that we have in these young players. So not a lot to get there. I think I covered everything. I was taking notes. What's in my notes? Too many turnovers. We talked about that. Perimeter defense is getting cooked. We talked about that. Offensive rebounds. Man, let's look at the rebounds numbers real quick. Rebounds. Who is our highest? Camilla has 6, and that's our highest. That's never going to work. That's not going to cut it. The next is 4 from a couple different people. That's not going to cut it. So the rebounds was a problem as well today. It was a rough one. I thought we had a chance with BG and Ryan Howard being out, but we did not get this one done today. I'm AJ. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is my mic. Peace.